Okay, so today I'm gonna remove the heater core. As you can see over here, let me see if I can show you. That's the line to the heater core. You can see it's broken. So I'm gonna try to take it off and fix it, and I guess solder it together, and then I gotta replace this pipe, the bypass pipe. The last owner cut it right there, so it doesn't have nothing on the back, so I would need to replace it to be able to add heater to the system. So alright, I'm gonna start taking the car apart inside, removing the interior panels. So I gotta start removing the interior panels. I gotta remove this, the AC heater controls, this, the whole thing, and try to remove the AC heater unit where the heater core is attached to. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and start removing parts. So I'm trying to remove the dash. Actually, I removed the dash. I'm trying to remove the heater core. As I was doing that, I found this K9 alarm system, wiring, antenna. It was just connected. It wasn't working. I don't have the beeper, and I don't care for that alarm. And behind the dash, behind the cluster actually, all the wiring, and a relay controlling the, I believe is the fan, the radiator fans. So now I gotta just carefully remove all this wiring, and it's just a big mess. That's all it is. It's a big mess. Anyway, so I can't record all this because I'll be here all day recording, but I'm just gonna remove wire by wire, just, you know, see what's trash, see what's good. So that's what I'm doing right now. So since I'm getting new wiring, new computer, new almost everything, I took off the wiring for the alarm and for the relay for the fans. Now this is the last wire that I'm guessing goes to the fan because it goes through the firewall. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug. I'm gonna go ahead and remove all these wires and another relay that go to the battery, and then see that down there goes all the way to the fan. So I'm going to be removing the whole thing. I'm not removing the radiator or the fan right now, because I'll wait till I connect the heater. That way I don't dump coolant twice. So that I'm going to hold on to. But for now I'm just going to do wiring. Okay, so this plate was here. Issue was it was getting hot. This is not getting hot. This one was getting hot. So I removed it for now. That should work. And this is the wiring for the fan and the relay. And that's it for the engine bay for now. So look at all this trash. Just okay. So while removing this, I found a couple of splice wires, so I gotta rewire them. There's one over here, one over here, one here. So I'm gonna get and solder it, make it look good, and start removing the AC heater vents till I can reach the heater core. So now it's exposed, it should be a lot easier. So alright, let's fix the wire so we can start attacking that. Okay, so I removed the relay, a bunch of wires. These are already like this. I just gotta heat them up. That's for the speedometer, which is not gonna matter really because I gotta put a digital cluster. So I guess I'll take that out too. Yeah. I fixed another wire here, and now finally I can start working on the heater core. So before you remove the heater, you gotta remove this one here, and it's gonna be 3 bolts. It's gonna be one 10mm there, another one here, and one on the bottom, and this little screw. After you do all those 3, unplug these plugs and start pulling it out. Now be careful, on the other side is gonna be the 2 lines for the AC and the drain. So you gotta make sure, you know, when you're pulling it, you're not breaking anything. So you do have to disconnect the AC lines. Okay, so to remove the heater air box. It's 4 bolts. They're all 10 millimeters. It's one top right, one top left behind the bar, one bottom left, and one bottom right. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they're all 10 millimeter bolts or nuts. And then when you pull it out, well, make sure the heater cord is not connected to any hoses. That way you can slide it through. And I think that's it. Just start pulling it backwards. Check on the engine bay, make sure you're not dragging anything, it's not getting caught, and slightly wiggle it out. Okay, so I was able to take the heater box out. On the back, there was one bolt, one screw right through here with a plate holding the heater core in place. This flap, I had to push it up just a little bit just to be able to slide it out. As soon as I pushed it up, I was able to slide it out. So now I'm gonna try and solder that right there because it's broken. And after I do that, I gotta put it, all back together. So, let's see if I can solder it. Okay, so I have my neighbor brace it, so it's soldered together. Well, braced. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the heater box, put the bolt, hold it in place, and start trying to put the car back together. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so I was able to push it in slowly. You can see through the back when you're pushing it in. Make sure the tubes are going to the right place, and make sure that's, that's going to the right bolt, and right here. So I mean, it was fairly easy. I just wiggle it in little by little. Took me like 10 seconds. It was very easy. I thought it was gonna be much more of a hassle. And let's see. And you can see they're both there. So good. Now all I gotta do is bolt, nut, start putting it back together. So heater core is in. I got the computer out of that corner because it's gonna be replaced soon. Fix a bunch of wires. And the only thing I messed up was this. There it is. Yeah, I stepped on this cluster bezel and I cracked it. It was already broken. It was already broken here, so it's not a big deal. But I didn't want to break it more. But you know, you cannot tell until you know. If you know, you know. But if you don't, you don't care. So I'll be replacing that at some point, but not anytime soon. So done with the heater core inside. I did try to test it to see if it's leaking, but it's kind of hard to tell. I couldn't see anything obvious, so I don't think it's leaking. So the only thing missing, I gotta put these two covers on the heater core lines, but I'll do that in the next video when I replaced this. So I'm gonna disconnect it, try to fit my hand through and do that, and continue replacing the whole thing. So I'm done for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.